This is VTA at Norcal Hobbies. It's the 15th of October 2023. I am in 5th position. Red Shell is directly behind me at 6th, so this will be a fun race. And then first place, watch out for the first place car that is driving a Wonderbread theme to it, and a Camaro, which is a straight copy from Extra Crispy's cars. If you know Extra Crispy, some of you know him as Andy. He drove that style last time. Now, previously, see the red shell, previously hit him, so I slowed down purposely so he would pass me, and then over here I hit him again accidentally, and the reason why I went is because the blue car went and hit him, so I did my time penalty at that point. It's not my fault. Now he comes in door to door twice, pushes me out of the way. Now that's incidental, no big deal, but I end up passing him, and I actually had a great deal of fun racing with Red Shell Qualifier 2. I think the first 2 minutes were pretty intense, I would say, between both of our cars. But here we go. Unfortunately, that's what happened, which is too bad, and it was just... Anyway, it was just sad. But here we go. So, again, if you see the Wonderbread car, that driver is an amazing driver. He's a very great driver, which is funny that he copied the body style of Andy. Well, Andy's also a very good driver. Extra Crispy, I should call him. Extra Crispy. But Bad Boy, that's the guy in that kind of orange, weird-looking car, almost tie-dye looking car. It's a Mustang. Wait, no, that's not him. He's the one driving the blue Mustang. There's a light blue 67 Mustang, I believe, is the body. He's driving that one. I'm driving a 1970 Mustang made by HPI. The body's kind of heavy, but to be honest, it looks really good. Now, really quick, I am driving a Zero. It's 3Racing makes this car. It's a Zero. Chassis is pretty inexpensive. Now, I did go with a carbon fiber chassis upgrade, which was about $30, $35 maybe shipped. Which is a very good deal, and that saved me 20 grams because my car was really overweight. It's still overweight by a lot, but not as much as it used to. Now, if you're watching this race, one of the things that you will notice, other than my horrible driving, okay, it's not that bad. Notice that turn, pretty nice turn. That one's alright, that one's better. And if you have watched my other VTA races, you probably notice how the rear end was always loose. So, if you do remember that, and now you're looking at this car and you're saying, hey, wait, there's a change, there's a difference, what happened here? I put softer springs in the rear, and that's what I did. But I think I'm going to go with slightly harder springs in the front, figure that out. Now, if you look at my VTA body versus the rest of the bodies out there, which is my car, my body does ride pretty high, and the reason why is this HPI body, even though it's, unless I made a mistake, I thought it was a 200mm body. It's not very wide, so if I lower the body to match everybody else's, the rear tires are just going to rub. I mean, sometimes they rub as it is, and it's running really high. It's really high off the ground. But at least it looks good, like I said. But anyway, going back to the springs, I swapped out the springs. I put some soft rear springs. I don't have an actual number. Tamiya makes a pack of 3, so it's 3 pairs, and they're soft, medium, hard. I went with the soft ones. Now the diameter is a little less than just your regular touring car springs, but they work, they fit, barely. But that is the difference. So at some point, I think I'm just going to find some springs, because the springs that I have 2.2 and 2.1, no, 2.15, I believe. And those are slightly stiffer than the ones I put on this car. So I think I'm just going to go with maybe some stiffer springs in the front to control that rear end from sliding. Now, I did get hit once or twice, as you saw there by the red car, no big deal. I'm going to pass him. But it's nice to see other cars here in VTA. But going back to the springs. The springs, yeah, that's what I did. I just went with softer springs in the rear, and I think I'm going to go with harder springs in the front, but I have to figure out a spring rate. Oh, there's Andy. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's Sal. That's Sal. He's driving Wonder Bread. But here we go. You know, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe that light blue Mustang is not Bad Boy, and maybe Bad Boy is this orange and yellow car. That's what I'm thinking, based on how it looks here. And it's kind of interesting because Bad Boy just follows Sal really, really close. Doesn't really try to pull a move until the end, and then, well, we'll figure out what happens there. But here I go, just admire my car, it's just better looking. But here we go. Now, I am going to talk about since I already spoke about the springs, I'm going to move on to the bodies. This HPI body, I've been driving for, well, since the beginning of the series. It's very, very durable. So for a bashing body, this is the body I would probably go with, assuming, well, for just bashing, it doesn't matter if it's high off, high up, similar to the way I'm driving the car. Just keep that in mind. If you're running narrower tires, it'll probably be better. Oh, actually, I didn't think about it. I could probably run some front tires in the rear, although that's probably against the rules. I have to check the rules. And those would fit, but then I would have less tire in the rear, and these are, they slide as it is, but maybe I'll try them out. I'm not sure which direction the offset is. Whoa, I just realized in the video how dangerous that was. Right there, even though, I mean, I've already lapped the red car, so the red car should have moved off to the side. But anyway, just be careful. In general, when you're driving, regardless, you know, cars are unpredictable, drivers are unpredictable. And yes, Bad Boy is that yellow and orange. I wonder, Bad Boy, if you watch this, just why those colors? It reminds me of those like Rocket Pops, or whatever the ice cream man used to sell. It's sort of that color. I think they were called Rocket Pops. But anyway, maybe that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to be a rocket pop and give Sal rocket pop. If you're familiar with the rocket pops, I'm not going to finish the joke because there's something particular about a rocket pop. But, no. Well, I'll figure it out. So, there we go.
Alright, Ted, let's go.
Oh, that is him. Alright.
Just race.
So back to the bodies, it's a very durable body. The only thing is the Protoform 1967 Mustang, that's a body I used to run. It's a very, very nice body, but that one, the front end tends to break a lot easier and faster. So if you've been watching some of my VTA races, the very first race, I think it was the first race, or maybe it was the second one, that I did with this Zero, I took a 2x4 straight on. The direction of the track was reversed, and then that 2x4 was sticking out. I mean, going the original way, it wouldn't have mattered, but then switching directions, it was exposed. Didn't see it, got too close to the wall, pow, just hit it. The body didn't break. I mean, there was a bunch of scuffs, it bent a little. I mean, I popped it back, and that was about it. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, the wing is just for decor. It does jack diddly squat when it comes to this. Oh, there's Sal. And I just missed. Had I turned my head to the left a little sooner, I would have caught it. I'm not sure what happened. I'm wondering how he got beat. But anyway, Bad Boy's pretty happy. But here we go. So Ted and I are just doing another lap just for kicks and giggles. This was a very fun day, and I'm going to keep running the Zero because this thing's actually pretty fun. I just need to get the right springs for it. That being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
What? Oh, my hair! My car! My rod!